Well, it's definitely a little darker. Someone's talking. How do you have what? Not sure what you're saying. Not sure what you're asking. Hi. Hello. I said stand up. Well, serendipity. Serendipity times 3. 2.0 anyways. We're not going to go 3.0. Serendipity 2.0. Hey, do you have Oculus? Sans, talk? Not sure. I don't speak English. Oh, wait. You don't speak English. Oops. Can I see that? Don't want paint on the windowsill. Thanks for the like. Boy, it takes a trained eye to see the difference in those colors. Although you can. We weren't happy with the initial color. I don't know if you can see, but we went and modified that so it's a little darker. Thought I'd share that with you. About to have a Red Bull. Well, I hope they like this color. Saw a cool bumper sticker this morning on the back of a truck in real small print. You had to be riding on the truck's butt to see it, and it said, "Do you follow Jesus this close?" At first I didn't get it, but in order to read it, you have to be right on top of the truck. So I don't ride people's butts. I was at a red light and it was in front of me, but I thought it was funny. But the answer to that question is yes. I follow Jesus that close. It's like the 3 coats of cut. Okay. Guess I'm gonna put stuff over here for now. Oops, sorry. I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I drink Dos Equis. Just joking. I don't drink it all. Textured ceilings. Textured walls. Better than popcorn though. I'll take Knockdown any day over popcorn. As far as rolling and brushing, Knockdown all day long. As far as spraying, I'll take popcorn. Paint's $60 a gallon right now. Outrageous. I like this Serendipity better now. Serendipity 2.0. Right? Things are cold, I wondered why. Dab it. A little dab will do ya. Wish I had a dab. A little dab will do ya. Well, I didn't check scores yesterday. See if the Tigers won. Kind of in a slump right now. Last 4 or 5 games anyway. sometimes I'm a little bit grumpy in the morning. Which is weird because I'm just the opposite of that. To be honest, I'm usually happy. But it's painting season, a little bit more anxiety than normal. Long drives, and I got stuff lined up that I haven't even touched yet. So I get a little overwhelmed with my projects when I have a long list of them. But I'm grateful. I don't know if I'm doing trim on this job or not. I forget. What's my back pocket? Let's see how this works with one coat. Stress fractures went right away. A little bit of joint compound, done deal. All these little repairs came out nice on this one. I'll tell you what, I really love that +3. And the 15-minute drive, though they've got a couple +3s, but if you get that 15-minute stuff, works excellent. I usually give it a half an hour, but it's sandable in 15 minutes. It's better than mixing the mud for me when you have small little spots. You know what I mean? I do carry the Quikrete with me in my van if I ever needed it, but it's just it's the fastest drying. Which side am I on there? Oops. I think you can see now. See the old color. That was yesterday's color. That's the new Serendipity 2.0. And it looks like I'll need 2 coats. Bummer. Oh well. Oh well. It is what it is. For sure needs 2 coats. 2 coats walls, 2 coats cut. That's okay, I'll cut it once, roll it once, and then come back in. I'm not going to wait for this cut to dry and do it like that. Yesterday I cut twice. Got a real nice brush today. Bought a couple new ones. I hope he lets me do the baseboard here. Yeah, we got a little rain this morning. I have a job way up over the bridge, but it's been about a month since I've been able to get up there. And I got calls from Grand Traverse County. That's way up there too. Is that the wifey? Hi, wifey. All right, let's keep on moving forward. Yeah, that's all gonna have to be second coat. Darn you. Okay, that's what we're doing. Let me go get the homeowner. Are you interested in looking at the color? It's actually drying real nice. Right, Jesse? Definitely see the difference.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That would be good.
Yeah. And I'll have to cut it twice again just because the light's coming through, but that ain't what I meant. I just, the color in general.
Yeah.
Even with the natural light versus the yellow light, it's more uniform.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I like it.
You think she'll be okay? Not too dark, not too light?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. All right, so then future references, we'll have a whole new recipe. That was serendipity, and then she doubled the dose on that. So it's a custom color at this point.
Okay.
Yep.
Looks good.
Cool. Awesome. Glad you like it.
Oh,
Yep, you're welcome. Thank you. All right. That's all I wanted to hear. It dried very light yesterday. We were having a hard time seeing any of the green tones in here. You know, when you look at the splotches, they show them nice and green, and then when they customize those colors, it's a computer doing the work, so you know what I mean. But anyways. You would think the jobs that are white on, let me close this door. Not too much. I was saying you would think the jobs that are white walls on white, repainting white, those are the easiest. They're twice as hard, white on white. You have no reference as far as you're cutting. I say, as far as the painting itself, I'm not talking about the color, so to speak. Oops, sorry, spider. Got you painted, didn't I? A little bit. Got one leg on you. Sorry, dude. Didn't even see you. Didn't even see you, big boy. But once you start getting those darker colors and you're cutting right up into a trim that you're not going to paint, so that's your scenario. White on white, paint it all the way to the trim. You know what I mean? Touch the trim, no problem. Dark to light, all the way to the trim, way more concerning. Especially with texture walls, like these knockdowns. Common denominator for all of my jobs this year and every year. Make it clear I give all the glory to the good Lord. But he's been the common denominator in all of these jobs this summer through the good Lord. It's been awesome. It's been awesome. Made the mistake of putting my new phone number on Craigslist. Oh Lord, what a mistake. I should have did the relay. But I put my number directly. What a mistake. Angie's List, they're like the worst. Paparazzi almost. It's all scammers now. Doing a nice mural here. I've got a couple art projects here. Coming up soon after this room, I start doing a mural in the bathroom. That'll be awesome. Get to show you guys some of my artwork. Still a little bit humid. Okay. Well, before I start cutting twice, let me go ahead and finish cutting once. All right. Crazy the difference in that color. My stick cut line. wear shorts today. Oops. Today is my dad's 76th birthday. That's sticky. Two and a half inch angle brush, nylon, my favorite. Favorite brush ever. Not talking about artwork. I'm talking about painting houses. 2.5 inch angle nylon brush. Don't get any better. It's got to be an angle brush though. Flats just don't work for cutting. We're talking about cutting only. There you go. Gotta load up my paint. Fill her up. I know this isn't the most glamorous career, but it sure beats the hell out of working for you. Marching to the beat of my own drum. some paint on this brush. Let's get some paint going on, huh, guys. Set that there. Always want to cover your bucket when you shake. If it's a clean rag. So these buckets were stirred at Sherwin-Williams about a half an hour ago. It was shaken when I got home. It was shook again when I filled my cut bucket. And I'm shaking it again every time I fill my cut bucket. Oh, allergies, puffy eyes. My dogs are sneezing. A lot of allergies this year. If you have allergies, which I do, I'm allergic to a lot. Same thing, cover your bucket when you put the lid back on. If you can, it will save you in the long run. All right, scoot this on back. That was my knee bone. Sound like a chicken bone breaking. Gotta dab it right into those grooves and then brush it. Don't be afraid. Put some paint on that brush. Ouch. Knee keeps popping. Thank God I'm not a weaver or a stoa, stoio or whatever those idiots are. We call them the Addams family. Most of Frederick calls them the Addams family. They've got nicknames and they don't even realize. Long before we moved into that town. Laying it on thick for this cut. What I mean by that, not the paint, the line itself, thick. Because I don't think I'm doing the trim and I don't want to roll down. I want to roll about four inches from that trim. That's why I'm doing thick cut lines. If I was painting the trim, I wouldn't even be worried about it. I could cut right into the trim. What do we got here? That mark right there. Excess, I don't like that. A little bit of build up. A little lip on the baseboard. I always color it the color of the wall, but a lot of contractors, it's just impossible to touch that lip when you're doing white. It's easier to roll on the lip. The biggest compliment for me and my company is that my homeowners, all my clients trust me. I stay in houses alone, I work in houses alone, all night, personal belongings. That's what makes me feel good as a business owner, that I have people's trust. That's pretty much the most important thing for me, is my integrity. So that's where I stand. Feels good. People look me in the eye and they know. You know what I'm saying? Nothing shady about me. And the fact that I don't get paid till my work's done. I don't ask for money up front. I never ask for money up front on jobs. Work 2 or 3 weeks before I get money sometimes. Sometimes, don't do as I say, do as I do. I'm going to show you what I mean. I don't want you to go ahead and make your cut lines a foot thick. There's no point in that. You don't have to make thick cut lines like that. But like I said, we're not doing trim and we're not doing baseboard. So when you're rolling walls, if you're doing a one brush cut, say for example to right there, and I've got a high nap because it's a textured ceiling, which is a fibrous nap, it's going to roll and it's going to bleed onto that or splatter your baseboard. So that's what I meant by the large cut lines. Feel me? Comprehend? Starting to get pretty excited about my mural coming up. I don't know exactly what she wants, nor does she, but we're going to come up with some cool idea, which we already have. I just haven't produced any sketches yet to show her, but I never sketch. I never sketch. Did I do this side? There you go, there you go. All right, where are we at here on this corner? Was in the paint store this morning looking at all the stressed out contractors. 20 employees, 10 jobs at one time. No thank you. No thank you. Make more, spend more stress. I'll speak for myself on that one. There's a lot of paint on there. You gotta cut these in thick, but you also want to come back and make sure that bottom line isn't a buildup. Talking about textured ceilings and textured walls only. You gotta cut it in a little thicker than normal as far as quantity, but you also, can you see, well, you can't see where I'm at, but cutting it this way, but under this forms a line when you're cutting. So you want to come and do a second width of your brush. Right underneath that line. When I was an art director in Florida for a company called Master Artist Group, we did a lot of art, but then the economy started getting funky, 07, 2007 and 8, and the art kind of dissipated, and it turned into more home improvement painting stuff. But we ended up getting into popcorn and all this textured stuff. When I was phasing out of the company, I'm like, no, I went to art school, man. I'm not a drywaller. But here I am 20 years later, a drywaller. Gotta go where the money's at. But I'll be back down in Florida before you know it, selling my art. So right now I'm just producing art. I've got 150, 140 paintings right now. No joke. No exaggeration. Damn near 200 paintings ready to go. Key West, Florida. See you soon. Just trying to figure it all out, how it's going to happen. I don't think I want to sell my cabin or nothing, but definitely getting back down. A Red Bull tastes good, I don't know. I don't drink them hardly ever. But that tastes good. In my traveling days, I'd drive from Michigan to California in like 2 days. Non-stop, just on Red Bull. True story. Drink like 10 Red Bulls in 2 days, driving, tweaking out on Red Bull, because that's what it does. Makes you freak out after you drink so many of them. But one way to drive 3,500 miles in less than 3 days. That's one way to do it. Boy, I used to drive a lot. Ask my wife. Anyways, so on and so forth. Moving onward. Alright, where we at here? Coming over this way. Any paint on there? Feels sticky. Trying to look. I don't see no paint. My booties feel sticky. Going at least. See? Here I am telling you what to do and I did it myself. Cutting it in and I left that line just like I was saying. That's what happens when you're trying to apply a little extra paint for the texture. I've only been doing this for, I don't know, 22 years since I graduated. Well, I graduated in '04 from art school and started painting basically right then, as far as, you know, the art stuff. But anyways, about 20 years I've been doing home improvement. 22 years, 23 years. Been in business since 2012, working for myself. Up in Petoskey, I started this painting company. Door-to-door sales, believe it or not. I went knocking on doors, residential and commercial, looking for work, trying to get my business started. And I knocked on one door, and they came out and yelled. And then as I was walking down, doing the walk of shame, the husband ran out. And he's like, "Hey, I apologize for that. And I appreciate your hustle." He's like, "I've been up here my whole life. I know all the contractors up here. Give me your number and I'm going to call you in a day or two." I'm like, "Okay, sure." Sure enough, he hooked me up with some contractors up in Petoskey. I ended up doing subcontracting. This is like a week after starting my business. I ended up doing subcontracting for 2-3 years for some of the main contractors in northern Michigan. And that's it. That's how I got established. But door to door canvassing, willing to put in the time. One thing my YouTube doesn't know about me is that when I lived in Los Angeles, I had a business going door to door selling nuts. I had 100 different varieties of peanuts. And I went door to door for 4 years in LA. Talking about a hard gig. That's a hard gig. Door to door sales in Los Angeles, good luck. I've always worked for myself, basically. Had a real nice perch dinner last night. Thank you, wifey. Fried perch, excellent. The only problem is she didn't buy enough. I can eat like 50 pieces. I felt bad. I don't even think she got a bite. She had salmon though. She did salmon, something with salmon. Oh, I got a spider crawling on my neck right now. Oh yeah. Something crawling on my head. Anyways, how's that song go? I said you talk too much. Oh boy, you never shut up. Well, shout out to Wanda Nirvana. Watched your video yesterday, homeboy. Saw that you're moving out of Venice, huh? Everybody moves out of Venice at some point. As you know, we lived there for many years. Venice Beach is a young man's game. Get that bottom lip. Feel bad for some of those contractors at the paint store. I felt like saying, my man, if you're that stressed, find a different career. I like to tell my customers, it's only paint. You know what I mean? It's only paint, man. We're not doctors here. Don't take it so serious. But I'm not a good example of somebody that takes life serious. Okay, why am I overlapping here? Oh, like that. Let's move it over this way a little bit. There we go. Cover this floor. Better. I think we're getting there. It's definitely green now. inhabit some of these spots. That's the old clean brush technique. Pretty exciting, huh, YouTube?
Let's see where we're at here.
little dab of deal. All right. What we got here? Coming on up. I have a new business model. Healthy fast food would make millions. This country has fast food, but we don't have healthy fast food. I'm talking about a chain like McDonald's, except nothing but healthy food. Fresh sandwiches, salads, smoothies. Actually real food, you know. That's my idea. I'm up in Michigan, land of the obese woman. Land of the obese. Corn-fed, overeating Ace Hardware workers. Corn-fed. So, I don't know if that business model would be good in Michigan. More of a Florida thing, where people worry about their health. But as somebody that's always on the go and hungry, and there's never an option, just thought that'd be a great idea. Non-corporate, privately owned. You know what I mean? Farm to table. It may take a minute to get it going, but it'd be a hot one, trust me. Missed a couple good concerts this year. Leftover Salmon was up at Hopesville.